Hello friends, good morning. Yesterday we did part 6 of being a homeopathic specialist. Actually it was part 7. So today is a part 8 of being a homeopathic specialist. Yesterday we studied about the aggravation in homeopathy and what should be your answer. Today we will study about the dealing with the cases and explanation of your cases and the scientificity of a homeopathy. You see, homeopathy was discovered almost 200 or 250 years ago. At the time, the word allopathy is coined by Dr. Samuel Hahnemann to that existing system in those days, whereby the allopathy that we say today is not the allopathy of the days of Hahnemann. Today, the allopathic system is the modern scientific medicine. It's the real name for them. So the allopathy, when Hahnemann says, is a different thing, and today is a different. Over the period of time, we find the science has advanced by leaps and bounds. We know so many things about anatomy, physiology, pathophysiology, biochemistry. But do you think that our science is outdated? Do you think Hahnemann is outdated over the period? Many of the people do think like that. But our science is not outdated. You have to find the scientificity of your science in today's language. Only the language is different. You see, even today we find many of the diseases, they have homeopathic medicines. And we are treating all those autoimmune disorders and all these things. That is the reason we are not outdated. And even Hahnemann was far ahead of science. Only the means of expression of science were not there. But so many things that he has discovered that can be implemented or that can be explained in today's modern scientific way. A small example I will give you for that. A little story. In 1920, when the antibiotics were discovered, then there were 40 homeopathic colleges in America and only 2 allopathic colleges. So that day all the homeopathic colleges were closed and they were turned into allopathic colleges in a view that this system is no more needed. Now they have got a new scientific drug that can treat all the disorders, and surprisingly in those days infection was very common and very prevalent, and it did control the infections because of an antibiotics. But you see, 1970 WHO did a study and they found that all the disorders that are due to infection has been controlled, but there are disorders of systemic disorders, autoimmune disorders, and these disorders do not have an answer or a sure drug. Even today they are treatable, not curable. But they found that there are certain alternative systems, they call it alternative now, that is homeopathic, Ayurvedic, Siddha, Unani, all these systems and other Chinese medicine, Chinese herbal medicines. They treat these disorders over the period of time and they have really good results in that. But these sciences and their explanations are before the modern scientific era. So we need to study these sciences in the light of modern scientific era. And some institutes were lucky that WHO found that homeopathy is most practiced and there are very good doctors in homeopathy in India, more in Calcutta. So National Institute of Homeopathy in Calcutta was established to study the science in the light of modern science, to study homeopathy in the light of modern science and find out its scientificity. And really, it's a very good step the WHO have done, and I am lucky enough to study in the institute, National Institute of Homeopathy. So anyway, what is our point today is that whenever you find, you just study the modern science and you try to acknowledge your science with the modern science, and there will be a lot of things you will find that even Hahnemann was a time ahead and he explained it. So many things that is in immunology. When I was studying in NIH, one of my professors of immunology said that the experts or your aphorisms are quoted in the Journal of Immunology. And what he speaks is really an important thing that he has done. He has done so many things. Someday we'll discuss about it, that how he was ahead of a time. So that is a thing. So you study your homeopathy, study the modern science, and speak the language. For example, if you go in Japan and speak in English or in your Hindi language, will these people understand? No. You need to study the Japanese and speak in Japanese. So in order to prove or in order to improve your science or in order to get the credibility or acknowledgement from the modern science, you need to speak in the language of modern science. And this what I did since day one in my practice. For the study of my science, I study everything, that is the vital force, all these things, the medicines. But whenever it comes to explaining your cures, you should use the modern language that I use. And definitely you will get a good name and fame in this. So this is very important how to explain. So anyway, we'll deal all these things in your future lectures. But now I will say that whenever you study some cases, whenever cases comes to you, maybe a diabetes has come, maybe hypertension, maybe the asthma case has come, all these disorders have a good results in homeopathy and people know it. So whenever they come to you, just make this scientific record and speak scientifically. So today if anybody asks me about psoriasis, I speak what the modern language tells. I use the modern scientific standards to prove that I have cured the psoriasis. I just don't say that I have cured the psoriasis because they never got it. Rather, a small example I will give you. If I say that I cured psoriasis, what does it mean? That there are patients who are not taking my treatment, and after even discontinuing my treatment for more than 10 years, they are free of psoriasis. This is the way I explain. I don't say that it is cured permanently. It's what we say in homeopathy permanently. I just use the scientific data, scientific language. That I have the records. I have the records of the patient who have been taking my treatments for 10 years, 15 years, and I am in touch with them and they are free of psoriasis. That much I talk. I don't talk that it is completely cured or it will never come back. No, not that way. So it may be back of your mind, it may be your aim. The highest ideal of cure is an ideal to be achieved. It is not yet achieved. So ideal is always to be achieved, and you may not get that ideal 100%. But you are achieving towards, you are doing that, and whatever you achieved, you tell the people. Suppose I treat 100 cases of psoriasis and I say all 100 or 95 of them cured. It is not scientific. The scientificity says that 30% of the cases that you treat are not having the medicine, they are the placebo effect. So when you take 100 cases of a certain disorder, and if you prove that more than 30%, 40, 50, 60% of the cases are cured or treated well by you, it means that it is the effect of your science. You may not be able to explain it exactly how homeopathy works, but creating a data, scientific data, and proving it that it has worked, that is more than enough for you. And that is what needed. So whenever you take the cases, you find it, don't overjudge or don't over promise. Be scientific. You use the scientific methodology, research methodology, and in that research methodology you do that. That way you will be accepted scientifically around the world by the scientific doctors, and definitely our name of homeopathy will be bright. You speak your own homeopathic language, nobody will understand. So I always urge you to speak the language of modern science. For example, regarding my cases, I say that according to the modern science, if one is taking a treatment and if I claim that I cured a patient, he should be without homeopathic medicine for 1.5 years, and his psoriasis should not return. This is a challenge, or this is a standard of a modern scientific medicine, and I do follow it, and I prove it that without a medicine I have the records of each month for a whole 1.5 years, and all these photos explain that I have treated these cases without medicine. I discontinued the medicines and psoriasis does not return. And that does not go to 1.5 years, that goes to 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years. And I have maintained these records. That's why I have the proofs that I am treating psoriasis and my medicines are effective. And they are more than 30%. That is not a placebo effect. It should be, if it is less than 30%, you may not be able to say that it's scientific result. Even they claim it that there is a 30% placebo effect. So in order to have the scientificity, you need a large number of cases of a single disease treated and taken record, and the cases that you failed, you should include those also. If anybody says 100%, it's a sure doubt that he's lying. There are cases that I do have the cases that definitely I do not treat it. I could not treat it. I am a psoriasis specialist. It doesn't mean that I treat all the cases. I do have difficulties. I do have different methods of treatment, primary method and then advanced method and again super advanced method. If go to the difficult cases that I fail initially, I have to study hard. I have to retake the case. I have to do all these things. So all these things are necessary and you should honestly express it and you should observe it and you should be very pretty clear about it. And homeopathy will never let you down. If you follow these things, you will never be let down. Don't have some inferiority complex, all these things. You will prove it. Have that confidence. Study hard. And definitely I will give you one by one clues of talking to the patients, talking to the doctors, talking in a scientific conferences that you will be accepted. And that is the way we can really explore our homeopathy and we can have a name of homeopathy in the modern area. And you see, I really predict that homeopathy has a very great future if you scientifically, if you methodically, if you practice it. There is really large scarcity of good doctors, scientific doctors. People are searching for it. Be the one, be the specialist. Thank you.